Hey everyone! The first Champions League quarterfinal games are behind us, and today we're waiting for the showdown between Real Madrid and Chelsea, as well as Milan and Napoli. Hit the like button and leave your predictions for today's clashes in the comments below. With that said, let's get started. Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis confirmed that Victor Osimhen will miss the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinal against Milan. He hasn't fully recovered from his injury yet. Girona striker Tati Castellanos has deactivated his social media profiles after the match against Barcelona, in which he missed a 1-on-1. Real Madrid are eyeing Valencia's Georgi Mamardashvili as a potential replacement for Andre Lunin, who wants to leave the club in the summer. Will I return to Chelsea? No, I think Lampard will do a good job, Carlo Ancelotti said. PSG may sign ex-Barca centre-back Jean-Claire Todibo, who currently plays for Nice, in the summer. Everton are set to terminate the contract of Dele Alli, who failed his loan spell at Besiktas. Attacking midfielder Julian Brandt has signed a new contract with Borussia Dortmund until the summer of 2026. Milan are eyeing Atletico's Alvaro Morata, Watford's João Pedro, and Lille's Jonathan David as replacements for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Former Borussia Dortmund and Arsenal head scout Sven Mislintat has been appointed as Ajax's director of football. Villarreal advised Alex Baena not to go to the police over the Valverde incident, but he didn't listen to the club, hence the Uruguayan may receive a long suspension. Tottenham director of football Fabio Paratici has appealed his lifetime ban to FIFA. The result of the appeal will be on April 19th. Leeds must pay more than 20 million euros in fines to former striker Jean-Kevin Augustin for breach of contract. Barcelona would like to bring Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang back, but they are only willing to take him as a free agent, while Chelsea want money. There was a meeting yesterday between Xavi's agents and Barcelona officials, led by José, Alemán, and Cruyff regarding Xavi's contract extension. Renato Sanchez isn't happy with the amount of playing time at PSG. The Portuguese wants to leave the club in the summer. 24-year-old winger Omar Marmoush is leaving Wolfsburg as a free agent. He has scored 5 goals this season in the Bundesliga. Leandro Paredes will leave Juventus in the summer and returns to PSG, who own the Argentine. Marco Asensio will stay at Real Madrid. He will extend the contract until the summer of 2028. Carlo Ancelotti's intervention in the negotiations was the key. West Ham are eyeing Chelsea's Conor Gallagher and Man City's Calvin Phillips as replacements for Declan Rice, who wants to leave the club in the summer. Ben Chilwell has signed a new contract with Chelsea until the summer of 2027. The Flamengo management has sacked the Portuguese coach Vitor Pereira. It happened after the defeat to Fluminense in the state championship final. Daichi Kamada told Eintracht management that he will definitely leave the club in the summer as a free agent. Borussia Dortmund are the favorites in the race for the Japanese. Reading have sacked Paul Ince as head coach with 5 games to go. The team is 22nd and currently in the championship relegation zone. If Randall Colomwani leaves Eintracht, the club want to sign 20-year-old Montpellier forward Eli Wahi. Enzo Fernandez: I have no pressure, it's just a game of football. I don't think I've got to my top level at Chelsea. I've not been there long and it's a different league, different city. It's not easy, but I'm trying to do as best as possible. PSG will not sign Ugo Ekitike on a permanent basis. He will return to Rennes, who own the rights to the striker. Before the game against Man City, João Cancelo walked around the English Championship's logo in the tunnel to avoid stepping on it. The rights to the Portuguese belong to Man City. Man City midfielder Rodri scored his first goal in the Champions League. It took him 44 matches. Simone Inzaghi is tired of criticism. He will leave Inter in the summer, regardless of the club management's decision. Each new year in football brings a new story. The players have to understand that Real Madrid are a special team and there are things you can't control. I'm not gonna focus on last year, but on what we can do now, Frank Lampard said. Monaco forward Wissam Ben Yedder has been given a 6-month suspended prison sentence for tax evasion in Spain while playing for Sevilla. Euro 2024 and 2024 Copa America will be held from June 14th to July 14th. Nicola Barella scored his first professional header against Benfica. RB Leipzig have joined the race for Ram star Folarin Balogun, who is owned by Arsenal. Erling Haaland has already scored 45 goals this season. This is an English Premier League all-time record among all players. The Champions League is back. This is how the first quarterfinals turned out. Man City simply thrashed Bayern at the Etihad. The game was even until the 27th minute, when Rodri sent the ball into the top corner with a long shot. What's amazing is that Guardiola's team ultimately finished the Munich team off after substituting Kevin De Bruyne. First, Erling Haaland took over Kevin's role and made an incredible pass to Bernardo. And in the 76th, the Norwegian Cyborg finalized the score after Stone's pass. Did Nagelsmann really need to be fired? Inter quite unexpectedly ended a streak of 6 matches without a win. Simone Inzaghi's team beat Benfica quite convincingly in Lisbon. In the 51st minute, Nicola Barella headed in a cross from Bastoni, and in the 82nd, Romelu Lukaku converted a penalty earned by Denzel Dumfries. Now let's move on to the main news of the episode. Chelsea are trying to take advantage of Barcelona's situation with Gavi. Chelsea technical director Christopher Vivell met with Gavi's agent Ivan de la Peña in Barcelona. At the meeting, they discussed whether the prerequisites for Spanish prodigy's transfer could arise in the summer. We'll remind you that Barcelona cannot register Gavi as a first-team player due to the FFP issues. This season, the 18-year-old midfielder has already played 40 matches for Barca, scored 2 goals, and provided 6 assists. Liverpool, who led the race for Jude Bellingham for some time, have dropped out of the number of contenders for Borussia Dortmund star. The Merseysiders concluded that from a financial point of view, they wouldn't be able to afford the 19-year-old Englishman's transfer. So now the main contenders for Jude are Real Madrid and Man City. Napoli's top scorer Victor Osimhen is not against joining Bayern in the summer. The Nigerian likes the Bayern project and is used to life in Germany, having played for Wolfsburg before. However, the forward's price can be a big problem. Napoli want to get 100 million euros for him, and Bayern aren't ready to pay that kind of money. Also, the Bayern bosses haven't spoken with Thomas Tuchel on the matter yet. Villarreal's attack leader Samuel Chukwueze managed to impress Florentino Perez in a last head-to-head meeting in which the Nigerian scored the winning brace for the Yellow Submarine. Real Madrid are now considering signing Chukwueze in the summer. Such a transfer is estimated at 50 million euros. In total, the 23-year-old winger has 13 goals and 11 assists in 40 matches this season. His contract with Villarreal runs until the summer of 2024. The Chelsea management has already held a meeting with Mauricio Pochettino, who is one of the main candidates for the head coach position. The Argentine arrived in London, where he spoke with the Blues representatives. However, the results of the conversation are still unknown. Chelsea have already held talks with Julian Nagelsmann and Luis Enrique, and the team will be led by Frank Lampard until the end of the season. Barcelona's top scorer, Robert Lewandowski, expressed hope that he will play with Lionel Messi in the same team next season. Messi belongs to Barca, and if he returns, it would be something incredible. I know that his place is here, in Barcelona. I don't know what will happen, but I hope that next season we can play together. It was previously reported that the legendary Argentine would not extend his contract with PSG and would return to Barca as a free agent. Guys, did you know that the benefit of 8 hours of sleep is a fake that makes you sleep wrong? We recommend that you listen to sound sleep advice from a neuroscientist on our new channel about men's health and psychology. So click on the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in a bit.